Yo, what's up? Before we jump into this video, I just want to go ahead and state from the get-go, I'm just sharing my opinion on the way the game is going right now. A lot of people have told me that, you know, the reason they got into the game was because of the videos that I was putting out, and those same people would ask me, hey, how do you think about the current state of the game, these issues that are happening within the community and all this other shit? Like, it's kind of the same questions over and over, so I thought I would just kind of talk about how I feel about Naraka now that it's finally released. I've been playing this game since the very first beta. I've been in the sweaty status trying to be in top 10, been in top 10 multiple times, but we're at the point where the game feels extremely stale to me, to the point where like grinding the leaderboard just didn't seem worth it to me anymore. However, I can't tell you the reasons just yet because we do have our very first sponsor, which was pretty dope because they were nice enough to send me this product for absolutely free. Now the product is the BenQ Screenbar, which comes in a nice matte black that basically acts as a monitor lamp, and it also comes with adjustable color temperatures, which means you can change it to that nice orange tint so you don't suffer from eye strain or eye fatigue. Now the screen bar is glare free, and on top of that it is powered by a USB cable, which means it's pretty easy to hook up, especially if you have a computer right next to you. If this product interests you, you can go ahead and check out the description and there will be a link to the product just for you. Anyways, back to the video. So with Naraka, I don't think it's a bad game at all. Currently, I just think the way they're balancing and the way they're paying attention to certain things is just a little backwards, because the last patch that we had was August 29th. Right now it's September 14th, and the new character is very close to releasing. Actually, fuck that. That character releases this week, now that I think about it. So we're about to have a character, which on Billy, they've been showcasing that this character has been doing 100 zeros in multiple different ways. This isn't a Tarka situation. This is a character that can do it in a couple of different ways, which if you ask me is a gigantic fucking issue. Also, her CC capability is like god tier. There's no other character that can top her CC capability because her F does the same thing that her ult can do. It's just shorter, but her ult, it's fucking long as hell, and it does not make any damn sense to me. And one thing that's starting to scare me is that every ability that this character can do gives you basically like a free hit of some kind. And I'm wondering if this is the thing that we're about to jump into. Like, there's going to be an era of characters that come out and it's always just going to be free hits for everyone, and it hurts because I don't understand how you can let these things fumble through your fingers, especially when you're trying to make this game as competitive as possible. Because when things like this fumble through your fingers in China, the question becomes how much is going to fall through your fingers when it comes to NA, and how long is it going to take you to fix those issues when it's finally on NA. Because as of right now, again, August 29th was the last patch we had, and it is now September 14th. However, I do understand that this is more of a new company and this is a big game. It's a battle royale with characters, so balancing is going to take a little time. It's going to be a little difficult. However, it needs to happen a little quicker because this character is about to come to NA, and I'm about to be so fucking mad when this character does all the shit she's about to do, man. Oh my god. However, with every topic I will bring a fix, and the biggest fix for this situation would be make a damn test server for NA and China. Make sure these are people who want to protect the competitive integrity of the game and are competitive players that want better for the game, because those people are the people who lab these characters when these characters come out, and they will sit there and lab these characters for hours. It's better to do that and then release a character versus just releasing a character to a region, letting them get dibs on the character first, and they can go completely ham on it. Another smart thing would be to, instead of letting one fucking region get dibs, release it to both regions only under quick play, and just say, hey guys, this is an event, throw a couple of challenges for us to do with the character, and also give us a survey after every game or a certain amount of games so we can help balance the character. You know, a lot of people will give you feedback, and bam, your community is happy because you're including us in balance fixes, and then you can lock the character after, because for some reason the character is going to be something we have to pay for, even though this is a buy to play game, and a lot of people are going to have issues with that in the first place, but we're not going to go there. But this would be a better fix than just releasing the character and we're all just sitting here with question marks on balancing because we didn't know this character would just pop up with a bunch of broken shit. Hopefully people are watching this over there and they're like, you know what, that's a good idea, and you guys actually apply it, because holy shit, I wouldn't be wasting my time. Next up, matchmaking. I didn't think someone could Kurt Cobain like that, but they definitely did. Now I do give them props for trying to fix matchmaking, however they made it even worse. So the original thing was to fix matchmaking for those people who are higher up on the leaderboard, mainly due to the fact that these are also some of the top streamers for Naraka, and it's really hard for them to get matches taking up to 45 minutes all the way up to an hour, which is pretty bad, definitely when you consider matchmaking and queue time. times. Then they tried to make a fix and they were still saying that their queue times were still long, if not longer. Now to me, the best fix that they could possibly do, which people were against, is to just open up the queues, because it's better if people actually get the opportunity to play the game versus just sitting there not being able to play the game at all. Especially if these guys are top players and streamers at the same time, it definitely hurts the game, because from the streamer aspect, they're going to want to entertain their stream. They don't want to sit and queue sim. Therefore, they're going to go try to play something else. When they go play something else, people are going to have this weird perception that Naraka is dead, even though there's 100,000 people playing as I'm recording this video. So with that being said, the only fix there really is that could be smart, that would help benefit streamers and everyone all together, is to open up queue. However, people were against that, and the main reason was, well, I don't want to play trash players. And then on the other side of that, people who are still getting better at the game and still learning the game, they have to play people who are a little bit harder, which I can kind of argue both sides. If you're on the side of, well, I'm good at the game and I don't want to play bad players, the problem is, one, there's bots in the game, so you're always going to play someone that's worse than you. Number two, this is a battle royale game, meaning you can be Mime, Jaxi, J-Lane, Aversa, Poobie, does not fucking matter. If you are spawning and you have shit loot and somebody next to you got good ass loot, we're talking about gold armor, gold weapon, you can just die that instant and there was nothing you could have done about it. Does that make you a bad player? No, you just got unlucky, and that happens a fuck ton in this game. On the other side of that, if you're a person who's newer to the game and you're just trying to get better, sorry to break it to you, but at a certain point, especially if you got to like gold, for example, I think that is the time you should be playing way better players. That's how you get better at games. You can't play someone at the same level as you forever, you're not going to learn anything. However, when you're playing someone that's better than you and clearly better than you, you're learning more about the weapons, more about a character, you're learning more about a strategy and going into a fight, like you're learning way more, so it's better to play a better player. So the best thing to do is just open up the matchmaking, specifically maybe when you get all your glyphs unlocked, so it's more of a fair fight for everybody. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is the best course of action versus people making alts or just jumping over to a completely different game mode. But on top of that, the other thing that needs to be fixed is the way points are distributed, because personally I do think it's kind of unfair that you're basically getting punished for ranking up higher. A good example would be that right now if you're an inferior rank and you got like 4 kills, right, but you died in top 3, you could easily still get single digit points, or you could get 0 points. And personally, when I saw this, I actually stopped playing, because I was like, well, what's the point of me even grinding anymore? Because if I get up there, I get punished for playing the game, which fucking sucks. Nobody wants to see negative stuff for doing positive things. That doesn't make any sense. So if they open up the bracket, make the point system distributed the same every single time, if not smartly distributed every single time, I think we'd have a little bit better matchmaking on our hands than what we had in the past. Though I'm not a dev, so I don't know if what I'm thinking is smart or not. But you know what would be very smart is getting rid of the fucking hit stun on longsword. Yeah, people have been complaining heavily about greatsword, but fucking longsword, my dude, you RMB'd me so I die? What the fuck? All I'm gonna say is remove the fucking hit stun on shift RMB. That is all I'm saying, because that combo is too strong, and when it's in the right hands, are you fucking, I can get 100 zeroed. And what's even funnier, and when it's in the worst hands, they still 100 zero you on accident. And if you're playing Viper, that combo becomes even better. If you're playing Tarka, that combo becomes even better. And then you look at Katana's combo, where you gotta time certain things a very specific way, and even then you still fail that shit because it just doesn't come out right. Longsword, shift RMB GG, oh hell no, that shit gotta go. I am just saying, that needs to go now. I don't want to hear some side comment in the comment section. If you say this is okay, you're wrong. Don't justify it, shit gotta go. I'm usually okay with opposing opinions, but longsword shit, that shit's gotta go. People justify it too, and I don't understand it. You're just wrong. You may have your opinion, but you're wrong. Next thing we got to talk about are the people always talking about ping lock, ping lock, ping lock, ping lock. Now, for those people who don't know what ping locking is, it's basically a system that gets set in place to prevent people from playing with extremely high ping. And as a result, we would probably have way less China players on the NA server. Plus, China likes to bring all the fuckery with the cheating and hacking as well, so I would love for them to be gone, just like everybody else. But on top of that, I think the reason why we haven't had the ping lock in place yet, and I don't think people are paying attention mention is that South America has actually been forced to play with North America, and if we had a ping lock, that would prevent a whole region from playing the game. South America originally had a server in beta, but they've since taken it out since release. However, there wasn't a reason given, but there's a couple of reasons that I could think of. Maybe one, that it was too expensive to make a server in South America, and number two, maybe they just couldn't find a good server that would give you guys good ping. Or three, and this is just a minority here, but maybe there's just not enough players in South America to where they thought it would be worth spending that much money on a South American server. Very possible. But at the end of the day, I do feel like it's going to kill an entire region from playing the game if a ping lock is put into place without a server being there for South America. So that's probably why it's taking long to do a ping lock of some kind, or it's possible they just don't want to do a ping lock altogether. Like, I'm not a dev, so I wouldn't know. But those are definitely like some of the issues with having one and not having one. However, I think a lot of people look at it from the surface and they're like, well, fucking China, and that's all you ever hear in the Discord. Which, just like the next guy, I don't like playing against China. However, they do bring over some crazy tech that a lot of us just never thought of. Like, you could do monk counter into a full dragon slayer. Who the fuck knew that? I haven't seen anyone in NA do that. But you know who's doing that? China. So China number one. But all jokes aside, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. There are other issues that we could talk about, which is teaming, but teaming is it's a BR thing. It's going to exist. If we had 1 million players, it would be harder to do. But since we only have like 100,000 people playing on a consistent basis, it's going to be easy to Q-sync. So teaming will always exist. Obviously, if you report those people successfully, you do get rewarded for doing so. So definitely keep up the teaming reports, and that's all we can really do for now. But anyways, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.